Grendell with me as my co-sponsor on the legislation urging that Congress not make the mistake of passing the so-called Freedom of Choice Act. Also with us today is Representative Buehrer and Jones, who I'm pleased to say will be introducing the same resolution in the House today. And we're here because it's important that we remember what the state legislature is all about. Edward R. Murrow said that a nation of sheep begets a government of wolves. Well, the wolves are running wild in Washington these days. They are trampling on and devouring some of the cherished institutions, and we believe on their menu in the near future will be states' rights to protect women, states' rights to protect the unborn, and states' rights in general. And that's what really FOCA is all about, and why it's important that the legislature in Ohio take a stand, so that when it comes to protecting the health of women, as we have in the legislature through passing legislation requiring that abortion be performed by doctors, as we have by requiring that they have to be licensed facilities, as we have because we protect both the health, the physical health and mental health of women by requiring a certain amount of information be provided to women in advance so they understand what the process is that they may be engaging in. And as we have just recently with House Bill 280 last year, making sure that no woman be coerced into having an abortion against her will. Likewise, we have passed state legislation to prevent the savagery of partial birth abortion to protect the unborn. All that was done through the state of Ohio and by other states in the Union. And even the U.S. Supreme Court in Roe v. Wade recognized that all that dealt with was the 14th Amendment extension of constitutional rights as a limit on states' rights. But at the end of the day, the issue of protecting women, the issue of protecting the unborn, is a matter of states' rights. And in the resolution that we are here to discuss today, we are urging Congress not to pass a Freedom of Choice Act, because the Freedom of Choice Act will trample on the rights of the states to protect the health of women and the rights of the unborn. And we believe it's a slippery slope that they've already started down in Congress, but we certainly don't want that slope to devour states' rights that are clearly rights here and in the other 49 states, because if you can show me where enumerated in the Constitution it says the federal government has the right to regulate abortion, we will stop the discussion. But that provision simply doesn't exist. And so today we're going to thank several groups who have joined us today. We'll let Chris Long from the Ohio Christian Alliance introduce some of our guests. But we have several folks who have come down today to testify in favor of the resolution. And basically we're standing for just really three things. Protect women, protect the rights of the unborn, and protect the rights of Ohio to protect the first two. With that, thank you for all those who came here today. Thank you for the media. We'll answer questions at the end. But it's my privilege to introduce my co-sponsor and my good friend, Senator Steve Buehrer.
Senator Grendell has very articulately laid out what's at stake here. This is a very important public policy moment, I think, not only for Ohio, but for our country. One of the key tenets that the founders believed in was the concept of federalism, that the states would be the great laboratories of democracy, the laboratories where regulations could be tried and give and take place, where legislatures in the states who were the closest to the people could decide the rights and responsibilities and laws for the citizens that they represented. I think there certainly has been an alarming trend over the last few years as we've seen the nationalization of so many issues, whether it's education or the one that we're talking about here today. Again and again, the federal government has reached down into what was formerly, and what I think our framers intended to be, the playing field of the states. And today we are at one that literally can be a matter of life and death as we talk about protecting the unborn. And so I am certainly glad to stand with Senator Grendell, Representative Jones, and the other members of this body who are fighting to preserve what I think is a very delicate balance, and a balance that belongs to the states in terms of asserting reasonable regulations for the practice of abortion here in our country. And I'm just pleased to be here and to be part of this support. Thank you, Senator.
Thank you all for being here today. I really just want to take a moment to thank both Senators Grendell and Buehrer for starting the discussion in the Senate. I'm most pleased to join with 26 of my colleagues in the House to bring this forward to the House today in hopes of getting some hearings and moving it to the floor very quickly. Given the makeup of our chamber, it's really important that we have strong showing and strong support in the Senate, because like both senators pointed out, there's three key principles that we're standing here for: protecting women, protecting the unborn, and protecting states' rights' ability to protect them both. And so I'm thankful for their leadership. I'm thankful for all of the support of those who are coming to testify today and their leadership, and wish you Godspeed in your endeavor. We look forward to a vigorous debate in the House as well. So thank you very much.